Hey, this is Miko, and this video is dedicated more to internet sales management for managers and general managers. But if you're a salesperson, if you're interested in that, by all means, I'm sure it will be helpful. So here's the issue. We're in March 2025, and I've been working with multiple dealers on digital retail for close to 3 years, and things just don't change. We had the latest mystery shop, everybody was shopped, and out of the close to 60 dealers that I work with, 19% answered the question asked in the lead. So assume that one out of five dealers answer the question, and the other four just either ignore or avoid answering the question the customer says. So I've been having these thoughts for a while that this is the definition of insanity, right? 3 years ago, people knew you should answer questions. 5 years ago, we knew we should answer questions. Probably 10 years ago, I don't remember exactly, but I'm sure that if there was a question, we would kind of figure out it should be answered. So something is broken with the system where everybody agrees, general managers, sales managers, internet managers, everybody understands the importance of good first quality response, yet we cannot figure out a way to get our salespeople to actually provide good quality response. So first of all, let's define what is a good quality response. Just to keep things simple, here's what I would say. Limited to three things. One is build good templates. Good templates. So first of all, have templates, and so you don't have to type everything uh, from scratch. Second, there should be good, thoughtful templates that you can think and use best practices of what will be a good response to the customer that will get best visibility. It looks good on the mobile, and it's professional, it's friendly. So just put some thought into it. And from one end, do use templates. From the other end, don't use templates that just came with your CRM. Another thing that we see just identical responses from multiple dealers with a lot of junk and really old formatting. So first step, good templates. Second step, personalize these templates when possible. And answering the question is that it's not just that you have to answer the question. When there's a question or comment, it gives you an opportunity to personalize your first quality response so the customer feels like you're actually paying attention. If there's no question, there's a CRM history. You will know if the customer bought a car from you, serviced the car. If there's any information about the trade, any details in the lead will allow you to personalize it. And the last thing is next steps. Good next steps in the end of the email that guide the customer towards the next steps without pushing. Not you have to come in or call me, but something like I have availability for appointment today or tomorrow. Which one will work for you? These three cars, which one you think will work? Would you like to buy a car online, or do you want to come in for a test drive? Do you want to visit us first? Do you want to get pre-approved first? So three things: good templates, personalization, and next steps. So now, why is it so difficult and why I believe we are struggling? So I would say there are five reasons, and this is the main thing of this video. One is salespeople are in a rush, right? Managers and arts trainers, regions, everybody wants fast response, right? Fast average response time, which makes sense. Customers not going to wait for an hour until you wake up, or definitely not 2 hours until you decide to answer their inquiry. But it creates this reverse incentive where sales managers say, okay, you have 10 minutes. The lead assigned to you, you have 10 minutes to answer. If within 10 minutes you didn't answer, it rotates to the next salesperson, or I'm going to reassign it, something like this. So what it creates a panic in a salesperson because they see this as an opportunity. They see that lead came in. So they think, okay, let me stop the clock. Let me send out something, and I might be able to deal with this later. Well, spoiler, most of them don't deal with it later. It falls between the cracks. Follow up is another issue that's a problem. And they just send one, they don't pay attention to the inquiry, they don't read the question, they stop the clock, their response time is okay, and they keep the lead, and that's it. So, rush. We have this incentive. Reverse incentive for salespeople to answer quickly without paying attention to the quality. Next big issue is too many leads. Uh, it starts from the wrong approach to lead generation, right? And I've seen this happen. Let's say my dealership, we got 50 leads from Edmunds. So we sold 10 cars. So management thinks, well, this is awesome. Let's go to Edmunds, pay them more money, get 200 leads. Well, okay, now we have 200 leads. Now we are promoted on Edmunds. Now the quality of leads is way down, and now salespeople are overwhelmed with these leads. Cherry picking starts, and we just don't have time to pay attention. So the rule of thumb is that if you have a salesperson A to Z that takes care of the lead that sells the car, they should have no more than 100 to 130 maybe leads per month. If it's a BDC agent, you can ramp it up closer maybe to 200, but not more than that. So too many leads is just it costs you a lot of money, right? If leads come from your website and get your own organic leads, yeah, that's great. Then you just need more salespeople. But I see a lot of dealers concentrate on getting more leads. They put lead gates on their website so people have to submit leads. And then there are too many leads, and just salespeople are overwhelmed. They have to respond fast. They don't have time to pay attention. So that's number two. Number three, that kind of stems from the too many leads problem, is cherry picking, right? So if I get 300 leads a month, do I really need to answer to everybody in the proper way? I can just send one response to everybody. And if somebody actually takes the bait, that's the customer that's desperate for my car, and I'm going to sell it to that customer. So, salespeople, I see that they literally filter their lead base with bad responses, because if somebody responds with, like, if the salesperson ignores my question and I still engage with them, that means I really want that car, right? So I'm an easy, I'm a lay down, whatever, there's going to be gross. So too many leads allows and kind of guides salespeople to start cherry picking and just dealing only with leads that they feel like dealing. That's not going to take a lot of time. Number four is lack of training. Lack of training in all aspects. And the basic one is lack of training in your own CRM. Whatever your CRM is, eLead, Dealer Socket, Vin Solutions, Tekion, each CRM has the university that will teach the salespeople how to do basic things, how to do advanced things. And just to start with, I go between dealers and know usually salespeople have no idea how to build a template or how to edit their own email signature. So just even the basic things, right? Um, there's lack of training, and it's not the CRM. CRM offers it, just the managers don't pay attention to it and don't demand it from the salespeople. And then beyond that, there's training for lead handling. It could be offered by us, Shift Digital. This is what I do. It could be offered by another vendor. It will be offered. Maybe the CRM can help with that. Sales managers can help with that. Hire a company, hire somebody to come in and train your salespeople, right? Because you hire people and they have no idea what are the best practices, what's a good response, what's the best response. And I've heard things, from managers, not going to be naming names, that just give really bad advice and reinforce bad habits. So lack of training. And the last, number five, last reason why it's so difficult, is just bad incentives. Bad incentives from the manager, the pay plans that are concentrated on gross instead of volume, and they're not concentrated on selling out of stock. Meaning, uh, if if there's a popular model, everybody runs for those leads. They take a deposit and then they just sit on these cars, and they get enough to survive, and they really don't have to work harder to sell cars that are in stock. They don't even try to sell these cars. So, um, for internet, there should be just better pay plan that incentivize dealing with all customers. There's also this issue that sometimes you'll see, especially when there are high gross models and the dealership is concentrated on gross. Internet uh, salesperson brings a deal to the desk. That's, it's not a great deal. There's no money in the deal, but it's market price, and it's a car in stock. And the sales manager has this like pushback. Okay, another deal without a gross, and kind of like gives gives the salesperson this feel that maybe these deals are not good and just disincentivize them from even trying to get these deals instead of, yeah, that's what internet is supposed to be, right? If they can move all the cars that are in stock and not make any profit, maybe lose some money, that's still the benefit. Big picture for the dealership, this is the internet department's job, and they should be incentivized properly to help with that. So to summarize, number one, salespeople rush. When they rush, they panic, they don't pay attention, they don't have time for quality. Too many leads, same thing. Too many leads, too many leads allows them and incentivize them to cherry pick and only deal with good customers. On top of that, there's lack of training and there's bad incentives from the dealership itself. So, what are the solutions? Well, one is easy, right? Kind of stares at you. Training. Get to your CRM provider. Make sure everybody knows how to use the CRM at advanced level, not just like how to send an email. They have to be pros in that, especially if it's dedicated internet or BDC. Vendors, whoever your vendors are, there are a lot of vendors that work with a bunch of manufacturers. There's training all over the place and it's not utilized. Use those trainers. You have Shift Digital, consultant, whatever, use them. They will do it for free. If you don't have it, if you're not happy with that for some reason, you cannot get it, invest in it. Get some training, train your salespeople on how to properly handle leads, from how to read them, how to answer them, how to work with CRM, how to go from email and text to phone, and how to get people in. Reevaluate your pay plan and reevaluate your recruitment philosophy. What kind of people do you want? Do you want people that just hungry for money and gonna run after high growth deals? Or do you want people that can sit down and grind those leads? People that are good with video, right? That's another thing. It's so hard to get salespeople to get on the video, but if you make this part of your recruitment strategy, then you just gonna hire only people that are good with that. And lastly, last solution, help is proper inter-department management. Reevaluate your lead sources. Check if it's worth it to get TrueCar. Is it worth it to get a bunch of leads from Auto Trader? If it's worth it, whatever the provider is, look at your actual close rate for those leads, and maybe it's just not worth it. It's just too much work. And plus, overall, third party leads, you paying them to beat you in your own search engine optimization. So you're paying them to steal leads from you so they can sell those leads to you. So it's a losing proposition. Lead review. Somebody has to be responsible for inner department, and somebody has to monitor and look at every lead and see, okay, this is the lead, this is the first response. Did they make a phone call? Did they make this? If they didn't, have a conversation. What happened, right? Is there a reason? Okay. Or is there a problem? And lastly, accountability for close rate. So this is something that I've seen in internet department, that there could be a seasoned internet sales professional that gets 100 leads and they sell 20 cars. Well, this is amazing, right? 20 cars a month, 100 leads. But if you dig into it a little bit, you find out that since he's seasoned, he gets a lot of repeat and referral business. And those are the 15, 18 out of their sales. And the rest are from those 100 leads. So the close rate is actually not 20%. It'll be closer, single digits. So real accountability for close rate. And then look, maybe one salesperson is good with used car leads, another one is good for new car leads. So there's cross training, maybe specialization, but you need to look at those things and hold everybody accountable. So I hope this is helpful. Thank you. Feel free to contact me with requests for specific training, coaching, or if you have any subject that you want me to talk about, I'll be happy to. Thanks.